Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey, why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey, get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs. Why not listen to Steve Harvey? Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. I'm so afraid to go home. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, jig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. I thank God for it every day. I try to remember that too. You know, I try to remember to be grateful. I think gratitude is one of the things that helps keep me grounded. You can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. Well, that applies to God too, don't it? I mean, you know, really, if you don't mind who gets the credit, I'm surrounded by very competent people. I'm surrounded by a lot of people who work hard on their jobs, on their career, who are dedicated employees and also just dedicated to their families and, you know, dedicated to their own set of aspirations. I don't expect anybody to work for me forever. I always look at my job opportunities as stepping stones because I want everyone around me really to aspire to be more. I mean, that's really the way I am. I'm not any other way. I'm not trying to hold you to this position, tell you there's no room for growth, any of that. But even though I'm surrounded by these people, I'm grateful that God placed them in my path, in my life, but in my mind, in my spirit, in everything in me. The credit still belongs to God. I'm sorry. The credit still belongs to God. See, if you would just for a moment stop thinking about yourself, just for a moment, I know that's hard, but just for a moment, stop thinking about yourself and realize that maybe you are who you are because God is who he is. Maybe that's the case. Have you ever considered that? That's the strongest possibility I can give to you. You know, how do you think you the one that made it through? How you think you the one after all of the ignorant decisions we have made? And oh my goodness, let's all be honest. Ain't we made some crazy decisions? I'm talking about, man, I have made decisions so adverse to my destiny and career, my promises. I've made some decisions, man, knowingly, you hear me? Knowingly do something wrong. And in spite of all that, I'm still here standing. Okay, come on now. Really? Really? All the dirt you done. Everybody done dirt. All the mistakes you've made. You in the position you in today Because of what? Because you all that? Because you work harder than anybody else? Look, I work hard. I'll tell you in a minute I work hard, but I don't think I'm the hardest working person out there. I'm pretty sure somebody done worked way harder than I have. So, okay, so you work hard. Okay, cool. I got all that. But man, what about his grace and his mercy? What about his favor? How many times, man, you done relied on that even when you ain't know you was relying on it? How many times, man, God done shown you mercy? You ain't even deserve it. Do you know how many things I've done wrong? I just ain't get caught at it. Let me see how simple I can be here. You speed, you jaywalk, you lie to police when you get pulled over that you wasn't speeding. You go to court and argue you wasn't speeding when you was. You make U-turns. I'm just doing traffic violations. Now let's get off traffic for a second. Let's get on human violations. You talk about people when you're not supposed to. You indulge yourself in gossip even when you don't really have all the facts. You pass judgment. You lust for people that don't belong to you. You say things to people that you're not supposed to say. So, look, all of us, we all guilty now. See, I'm not saying you do all of that, but I'm saying I'm pretty sure I hit you somewhere in there, just somewhere in there. You done lied before, you lied recently. I mean, come on, and I'm just saying. So with all that in mind, see, I'm just looking at the little things that we do that we don't get busted for, not to mention the chips you stole when you was a kid and nobody caught you. Well, that elevated, didn't it? And some of y'all just didn't stop stealing. And next thing you know, you was in a car. Now you're sitting somewhere you don't want to be sitting because of a decision you made. But through his grace and mercy, couldn't it have been worse, though? Without his grace and mercy, could not it have been worse? I know two dudes that got caught in the garage one time trying to break in somebody's house, and the person in the house they broke into just happened to have a gun and held them in the garage, caught them, and hailed them to the garage till the police came. That's grace and mercy right there, because they had all full right to shoot these two people, but they didn't. The grace and mercy. See, all of us have benefited from his grace and mercy. All of us have done a wrong, committed a sin, broken a law, and somehow through his grace and mercy got by. Doing drugs, buying drugs, slanging drugs, doing something, got by. Jumped on somebody for no reason, got by. So, see, how you figure with all that can go on in your life. And then, hold on, let me throw a couple more at you. You can't wake yourself up in the morning, Mr. Big Shot. You don't have the ability to control the breaths that you take. Really, Mr. Big Shot. Really. Let's get real basic with it now. You can't wake yourself up in the morning. That's favor. That's grace. That's mercy. That's him allowing you to wake up. Just hoping we get it right. God spared me through all the dirt I was doing, just hoping one day, man, can you just straighten up a little bit? When I finally straightened up, and I'm going to just say it, straightened up a little bit. See, I ain't straightened up all the way. See, I ain't going to sit here and tell you that. I just straightened up a little bit. He started blessing me. So the more blessings I got, I started going, man, maybe I'll try straighten up a little bit more. So I straightened up a little bit more. Now, I still got a long way to go, but I'm straighter than I was. Now, when people judging me, and as they will, and they do, because that ain't right, but they do, and I ain't walking just the way they walk, then here come the criticism. I get it all the time. Stop wanting credit all the time and give out some credit where credit is due. Instead of having somebody patting you on your back all the time, why don't you tell people it was God, man, that you don't really know how you made it. That really, man, you have no explanation for your success, or you have no explanation why you still exist in the day. Why don't you tell somebody it was God today? Don't be ashamed. It's the truth, ain't it? I mean, really, man, let's give God some credit here. Give God the credit and the glory and the honor. And like that plaque said, you can go as far as you want in life if you don't mind who gets the credit. All right.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a new day, a new dawning, a new opportunity. I can't tell you how good it is, man. Yeah, man, oh man, oh man. If you up this morning, you ought to be grateful about it. You know what I'm saying? If you got any measure of health, you know, like I got a couple of health ailments that's kind of been nagging me for a while. I wake up still grateful because guess what? I can handle it. I can deal with it, and he gonna get me through that too. Why? Because he always has. It is not a doubt in my mind. This too shall pass. Why would it not? I don't understand. I'm good, man. I'm telling you. I got the right attitude. And today, you know what I said this morning? I asked God to order my steps. I asked God to go with me, protect me from evil. I asked him to put the right people in my path, and anybody that don't need to be in my life, remove them. That ain't a bad thing to ask. He's been doing a good job. It's been like the Publishers Clearinghouse for me this year. So it's all good. All I'm waiting on now is the sweepstakes. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, Mississippi Monica, and the legend of Nephew Tommy. Well, Junior's still out today, y'all. Keep him in your prayers. But we'll be all good, though. Yeah, well, Tommy, Lord have mercy.
What, dog?
You know, I don't want to. But
Tell the truth.
I don't want to, but it's become a morning habit. Because I asked Junior what's on his mind, but can I be honest with you?
Yeah, sure.
I don't really want to know what's on your mind. deep down and surface.
This one's kind of easy, though.
All right, here I go.
All right, so you know my son's playing sports on 7th grade. He getting his sports on, and I'm watching parents, and I'm watching them and they and how they watching their kids and just what they think their kid ought to be doing. At what point, as a parent, do you sit your child down and let them know this sport ain't for you? I mean, at what point? Because I mean, well, you can clearly see this is not the sport for your child. At what point? I'm sorry. I think since you're sitting there, Tommy, you should start with the parent. Okay.
I think while you in the stands, you ought to ease over there, sit down next to him, and just go, "Hey man, how you doing today?" "Hey, I'm doing good. How about you, Thomas?" "Yeah, well, listen, hey man, look, I've been watching the game. I don't know if you notice this or not. But this ain't what your baby do. Hey, dog, your baby ain't gonna make it."
No.
Why you don't see what I see?
Yeah, and just get up and say, "Have a nice day." You ain't got to sit there and elaborate. And, just take your popcorn and your soda and go on back to your seat.
Just crush them.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's wrong. That's dead wrong.
But Carla,
y'all got to stop this new stuff y'all doing. These participation trophies and stuff. They ain't had that when I was coming up. You ain't make the team, you ain't on the team.
Thank you. Thank you.
Right. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear yet again from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now to run that prank back with the nephew. What you got for us, Neff?
What you want? You want to run from yesterday? That's what you want? You want to run from yesterday?
Whatever you got to run back, baby. Yeah.
We're going to run it back then. This right here, Miss Shirley, Carla. Mm-hmm. This is the barber shop. The barber shop. Okay? This is the barber shop. You're going to have to quit. That's all right. Just take a listen. Here it is. The barber shop.
This Brady.
Brady, how you doing, man? My name is Dennis, man. I got a haircut from you a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, what's up, Dennis? What can I do for you, brother?
Hey, listen, I wanted to get an appointment with you, man. Like I said, I was there a couple weeks ago, man. My first time getting a haircut from you. Did a real good job. So I want to say thank you for that.
All right. No, not a problem. Not a problem.
Okay. Do you have any time available on Thursday?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can come up there Thursday. That'll be fine. What's your name again, bro?
Dennis, man. Dennis.
Okay, Dennis. Well, I can get you in, Dennis, about 3 o'clock, man. Something of that nature. I mean, I know I'm to work off appointments, Come
okay.
about 3.
3 o'clock you'll be there?
Yeah, I'll be there around 3 o'clock.
Okay. Hey, I got a little bit of situation though, man, that happened last time I was there. I kind of wanted to talk to you about it, man, because it kind of caught me off guard. So I wanted to holler at you, man, and see if we could rectify the problem before I came back up there.
What happened? What, somebody disrespect you or something? I mean, what was the deal?
Well, it really wasn't somebody, man. It was actually you.
Me? Well, I mean, what happened?
Here's the deal, man. When you was cutting my hair, when it was time to turn the chair, you didn't turn the chair with your hand, man. See, Brady, man, you turned the chair with your private part.
Oh, come on, bro. Say, Dennis. I mean, Dennis, I'm a professional, man. I've been doing this 15 years, bro.
Right. I don't think it's anything deliberate, man. I think you just do it unconsciously, man, because, you be leaning over on the chair cutting, and I think you don't realize, you be turning the chair with your private part instead of doing it with your hand, man. And see, my hand got caught out there, and I saw it out the corner of my eyes. I saw your private part coming towards my hand. I moved it just in time. You understand?
No, bro. Now, see, Dennis, I'm not understanding something, bro, because we don't operate like that around here, because, I don't make mistakes like that, bro. I mean, I don't know. You sure you're talking to the right person, man?
Yeah, I mean, ain't you the third chair on the right when you walk in the door?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about, man. And you cut me 2 weeks ago, and like I said, I really like my haircut, so I wanted to call back and rectify this problem. But, you're going to have to turn the chair with your hand and not your private part. If not, we're going to have a problem.
Okay, bro. Now, I feel you, and I understand your complaint and everything. I mean, I'm not understanding what you're saying, but I don't do that, But, I mean, we'll be glad to, give you another cut or whatever, you understand me? And, but I don't move nobody, around with my private, man. That's just not me.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, but I want you to hear what I'm saying. If you put your private on there at all, when I come in there Thursday, then I promise you I'm going to jump up and we're going to have a problem.
Well, see, now, right there, Dennis, I'm not feeling that jump up having a problem because, you don't really know me like that, bro. I mean, I'm trying to be professional here and solve your little issues that you got, you understand me? But all this jumping up and stuff you're talking about doing, I don't know about all that stuff.
I'm trying to come in and get a nice haircut and walk out with a nice haircut. What I don't want to do is come down there, you lean over, put your private part where I got my arms and my hands at, and I got whoop your. Now that's what I don't.
See, Kinfolk, now you touching me wrong, talking about.
You talking about I'm touching you wrong. You touched me wrong 2 weeks ago when you put your private on my hand, man.
Say, Kinfolk, ain't nobody touch you like that. You feel me?
Say what?
I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, man. We don't right on here. You feel me?
Hey, dog, all I'm trying to say is a brother trying to come in and get his haircut and walk out feeling like a man. And not walk out feeling violated, man, because you done turned the chair with your private part all up against my hand and my elbow and stuff, man.
Hold up, boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't operate like that. I'm a grown and say, bro, I'm trying to talk to you. Do you feel me? But now you done rub me wrong. Ain't no punk flying here. You understand me?
Well, ain't no punk flying there. Then keep it off my hand, then.
Say, hold on. Let me tell you something. Say, man, we don't play that over here. You bring your stupid over here. I'm gonna tell you right now, you get packed up like this. You understand me?
Hey, well, quicker.
We don't play no punk over here. This ain't a salon. It's a barber shop. It's real over here. You hear me?
I hear what you're saying, but let me explain something. Quit using your hips in your private section like a pinball machine.
I'm gonna tell you right now, boy, I will put something on you. You come over with that. You understand me?
Hey, dude, I'm just trying to come and get a haircut. I'm trying to get a haircut and walk out of there like a man, feeling like a man.
I bet I'll open you up. I'm gonna open you up, boy. You understand? Oh, hell no, watch out. No, come on here with that. I'll tell you how to do something to your eye. What you want to be? This ain't no salon. This is a barber shop. Cuts, man. You understand me?
I understand. Hold, what?
I ain't got no time for that. Damn all that. I got somebody to have a cut right now. I ain't got time for it. You bring your dumb back over. You better come over here with your attitude straight. I bet you did. I don't do it. You feel me? I cut hair, homeboy. I don't do hair. You feel me? Man, what is you, man? You'll come up here. Yeah, come on up here and recognize yourself when you come up here. You know what I'm saying? Put your name on your shirt.
Okay. I'm going to put my real name on my shirt then. You want to know what my real name is?
That's what's up. That's what's up, baby?
Okay, then you might want to know what name gonna be on the shirt.
I want to know what going to be on the shirt.
All right, then the name on the shirt is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh man, say it before you got. Oh my God. Oh man, say, bro, my bad, man. Oh. You got me.
Hey, I got one more thing to ask you, man. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
Man, it's Steve Harvey Morning Show, man.
And there you have it. I'll be back
nephew,
in a minute.
thank you. Yeah, coming up next, it is Ask the CLO with the Chief Love Officer Steve Harvey in the building right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we're praying for our neighbors in Florida and in Georgia. Hurricane Helene is a Category 4 catastrophic storm. New York City Mayor Eric Adams indicted by a grand jury on federal charges, and Diddy's lawyer has offered an explanation for the 1,000 cases of baby oil. Want to hear that?
I gotta hear this.
I sure want to hear
I
that.
got to hear this.
We'll talk about all of these stories at the top of the hour. Don't put too much on it, Steve. Right now, it is time to ask the CLO. This one's from Cameron in Tulsa. Cameron says, I had a friends with benefits situation with my roommate until he got serious with his girlfriend and told me that our playtime is over. I was hoping we could be more than friends. I want to tell him, but I don't want to be rejected. What should I do? Wow.
You're already rejected, baby.
Yeah.
Well, what? How many ways you want to hear now? Y'all's little étais-toi,
Playtime.
y'all's little cavion bossé, whatever you want to call it. That was a secret. He didn't take you nowhere. Y'all was just roommates. He go over there in the middle of the night, come in late, you available. That was it.
Yeah.
He done told you this is it because he got a girlfriend. That you can tell him you wanted more and you was hoping he wanted more, but you weren't behaving like you should be treated as more. You were acting like all you were was a drop-off. So now that you're being dropped off, understand that. You should have demanded more when you was laying up there.
Yep. She missed her window.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, well, it was never a window.
Really?
It was never a window.
Well,
If you ain't been nowhere with a man, hold, let me help you out because I had to say this to an audience the other day. If you've never been nowhere with a man except to bed,
Lord.
you ain't going nowhere with this man.
Okay.
But
Because y'all don't go nowhere. If you don't go nowhere, how you expect to be going somewhere? Secondly, if you ain't met his mama, you ain't the one.
Harsh truth, huh?
all right.
Da-da.
real talk.
That's reality. Yeah. All right.
Man.
All right. Moving on to Militia in Plano. Militia writes, my boyfriend is not affectionate at all, and I like to be all up on him and touching some part of his body whenever we're together. He never holds my hand or hugs me unless I ask him to. He's also very quiet during sex. Does he like me or not?
Nope. Quiet.
What, Steve?
You know?
Did you say nope?
He doesn't like her.
Quiet in sex. Ain't said nothing.
See, you could not talk and not hold hands, but you ain't said nothing during sex now.
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
He can't be just shy or not a very affectionate
Ain't
person.
nobody that damn shy.
Ah,
Nobody. Yeah.
This is
I ain't
crushing.
met that man.
Wow.
Well, sometimes a CLO has to be crushing.
this is terrible.
What if
Yeah,
he's young?
that's just it.
He doesn't know any better. No, still not.
No, Shirley.
Yeah.
He don't care for her.
Wow.
That's all.
Yeah. The first question,
I was going to say she and the first lady, and the lady from the first question need to talk.
And I'm not in a bad mood or nothing. I'm okay.
Oh, I didn't say you were in a
reality.
bad mood. You just breaking it down and dropping jewels.
I mean, look, if you're walking with a man, he don't want you touching. He don't touch you back. He don't give you no affection.
Lord,
and when y'all have sex, he quiet. He won't out. He don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's hurry up and speed this process up, please.
All right, moving on to Hank in Studio City. Hank says, I'm a big guy with a beard, and I'm in pretty good shape for 54. I still turn heads. Because of that, I think my wife purposely says nasty things to tear me down, like, you fine, but broke. Then she says she's kidding. Why does she do that? Why does she do that?
No, dog. See, I'm going to flip that on you. Mm-hmm. You fine, but you broke. No, baby, we broke.
We're as one husband and wife.
Thank you. No, baby. Woo.
We married now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We a team. Oh,
yeah. I can get somebody with this beard, though.
He said he can still turn heads.
Okay.
Yeah. But, there's a little insecurity on her part, too. Because he is turning some heads. So she trying to keep him in check. Because that's a trick that men use.
Oh.
They cut their wife down like that?
That's terrible.
Well, they don't cut them down. They just don't compliment them.
Yeah, that's not good. That's a red flag.
But you can't keep tearing. Why would you tear down your own house? I don't understand.
Yeah. Yes.
That's cruel.
That's the one person that should be building you up is your mate.
Mm-hmm. You look good, baby.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Down with your bad self. Yeah. Yeah.
That's important for a woman to do that to a man, especially to those of us who really know. To those of us who really know that we're not. It's good for your wife to tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
What are you saying that you really know? What do you mean by that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want your sexy broke ass. I'm sorry, excuse me.
There are those of us who know that we ain't all that.
Uh-huh.
But you got to have your wife tell you that you are.
Mm-hmm. You hear what he's saying?
Just feel better.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
subscribe
to that same philosophy, though, huh?
But I'm
Well,
sick.
you ain't got to look.
My wife
see
knows
how
that.
close he is to this Zoom.
So you don't have that problem.
But I'm sick.
He has
I
heard
don't
this.
have none of this problem. I don't have
Look how
none.
close he is to the Zoom. You don't think he done heard?
My wife ain't got to lie to me. My wife tell me the truth. I know I'm sick. My wife tell me that all the time. I know I look.
What does she say?
What should be saying, Tom?
Exactly.
Go on, baby.
Exactly.
Baby, my baby looking good. Yes, go ahead, baby.
No.
Then she be whispering to herself. Now, I don't know what she be saying to herself when she turns. She always turn and say something to herself. Now, I don't know what that is.
I know.
What you think it is, Steve?
Oh, okay. Okay, Tommy. Like, tell me something you've heard her say, and then I'll tell you what she muttered.
Like if I'm getting ready to do a show, dog, I'll send a picture before I go on stage. And she'll say, well, baby, my baby looking sexy. And,
And then under her breath, she say, if he was just a little bit taller.
Oh, that's what she's saying?
Yeah, damn near every time. Because that's really all that's wrong with you.
Tommy, do you turn around and ask her what you say? What you say, baby? You say?
No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, he don't want that. Because you catch him on the right day, boy, and they will tell you.
I said.
That's true.
Yeah.
Don't play. All right. Thank you, CLO, for the realness today. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted on federal criminal charges. According to CNBC, Adams has been accused of criminal conduct related to donations to his 2021 mayoral campaign. Investigations and accusations of corruption have plagued Mayor Adams since 2023 of last year, of November of 2023, when the FBI raided the homes of two of his associates. Numerous close associates have since been investigated, raided, and arrested, presenting a chaotic image of his administration. And what's interesting is that Adams is being prosecuted by the same U.S. Attorney's Office, the Southern District of New York, who's going after Diddy. Wow.
Well, hold on now. Let's stop right here. Mm-hmm. I don't know anything about his case. I just know the color of his skin. Mm-hmm. Now watch this. Now you're about to see what happens to you with an indictment and trying to run or hold political office. Now you will see what happens to people in that position. Why it's not happening to Donald Trump is beyond me.
Another New Yorker, huh?
Because at New York, we talking federal indictments, but we talking 34.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you got a different color skin, you bet not have one. And then watch the Democratic Party distance themselves from Eric Adams. As opposed to the Republican Party, who gravitates to Donald Trump.
Embrace it. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is, if this ain't the yin and the yang, I'm just telling you, man, now you're about to see the stark difference. And I can only attribute it. Look, if you broke the law, you broke the law. I understand that. But you break the law as a black person.
It's just a different set of rules.
Yeah, it's different.
Bro, watch how swiftly justice enacts itself.
Yeah.
Obama
or Biden couldn't do what Trump did and get away.
Obama.
Yeah, come on.
Biden bet not do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Man, you can't, because the Democrat is here we come.
Yeah.
And the party.
You something.
Yeah.
Our party,
Yeah.
we're going to distance ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe rightfully so. I don't know. I don't know the case. But I promise you that ain't what them Republicans is doing.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
All right. Speaking of Diddy, I mentioned him earlier. His lawyer tried to offer an explanation as to why Diddy had so many bottles of baby oil and lubricant in his homes. Well, here it is. Because he, like many other Americans, I see you watching, Steve, enjoys buying in bulk. Ta-da!
Boy, shut up. They ain't got that much baby oil at Costco or Sam's. He enjoy buying in bulk. Y'all, that's like me as a single man walking in Costco and buying that 5-pound jar of mayonnaise. What is I'm finna do?
You're gonna have that
this
for 5 years.
much.
Mayonnaise. Yeah.
And
That's like that time Boomerang bought that 10-pound bag of frozen fruit cocktail. Because he said he gonna have that every day we leave the gym. You know how long we was eating that damn fruit cocktail?
For years, huh?
Man, you ever had frozen fruit cocktail and sit it out?
Can't say that I have.
Really, boy, let me tell you something. Puffy lawyer, you need to stop because he buy in bulk.
Yeah. Well, he said there's
he has
a Costco right down the street. He said there's a Costco right down the street. He said he doesn't even think it was 1,000. He says he thinks Americans buy in bulk, as we know.
Girl, listen to me. Shh.
He needs a new lawyer.
Billionaires.
He do.
Billionaires, which is what he was approaching, to my understanding. Billionaires.
Oh, did he?
Don't buy nothing at Costco.
Well, they're people.
Hell no, I ain't been to Costco.
But why is he saying that? Why is the lawyer saying that?
Why would
trying
you
to make him seem like
try to say
like
that he trying to save some money on baby oil? Do you know what you have to do to try to get a write-off as a wealthy person? But why is his lawyer, why did he get in the baby oil conversation?
He was talking to the New York Post.
People want to know. Yeah.
And
What about the lubricant? Did he bring that up?
Well, he said that in the same breath as he said that with the.
What about them 750 plastic things they found in his house?
That's too much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, them toys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you bought them in bulk too?
Evidently.
Like most Americans, that's what he said. They like to buy in bulk.
He
got
these
too
people
many
in business, man.
Hey, man, like he was standing on the balcony. He got this video of Puffy. It's a real video too. He was on the balcony up in the Hamptons or something, making an announcement at one of his all-white parties. All right, we got about another hour left.
Yeah, I saw that.
And all the kids, time for y'all to go home because it's finna change up in here. It's finna get serious. Yeah, it's finna get serious.
It's proof everywhere.
Man, and you know, I'm not gloating. I'm talking about it, but
Not at all.
this mess right here, man, this is
It's
so
sad.
tragic. This on every level of
It's
it.
so sad.
Every time I think of that, too.
That you would get to this position,
Yes.
man, and ruin
fall.
yourself and all these people.
Right.
And for what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We got to move on. Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, President Biden says he is at peace with his exit from the race, but still thinks that he would have beaten Trump. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
During an appearance on The View on Wednesday, President Biden said he is, quote, at peace with his decision to exit the 2024 race, but he says he is still confident he would have defeated Donald Trump in November. And he also said Vice President Harris has the energy and intelligence to beat Trump. Take a listen.
I was confident I would beat Trump. He's a loser. We thought the way to build this country and build the economy, which was left in tatters, was to build a middle class.
Yeah. Right.
To build a middle class from the bottom up. It would increase. It would give the poor folks an opportunity, give the middle class a chance to grow, and the wealthy could still do well. They should start paying their taxes.
They should, yes.
But all kidding. The other thing is that I don't know all of a sudden how we're so down on the prospects of America. There's nothing we've ever set out to do we haven't been able to do as a people. And we've done it together. Nothing. And so I just think she has the energy, she has the intelligence, she has the grit, she has the stamina, and she has the guts to do the right thing.
All right.
There you go, Mr. President.
Yeah.
All right,
He
Mr.
sounded
President.
good right there. Yeah.
He really did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
he did.
Well,
the countdown
He
is
said he would
on.
beat Trump, though. I like his confidence. He said, I'm still confident that I would have beat Trump. Because a lot of people at the time didn't believe that, and that's why they were calling for him to step down
well, that last performance at the debate,
at the debates, did it?
Yeah.
he just sounded so in there. He didn't sound well. He didn't sound healthy.
He was
That's
sick,
all
though.
it
He
was.
was. Yeah. That's what they said.
And you know, that could be it. And so it's a better chance now. We just have to get to the polls and vote. We are the determining factor. I keep saying that. And I don't know why we've got to give ourselves that credit. All you got to do is look at the last one. We were the deciding factor, and we will be that again, and they know it.
Black women.
Just look at the Trump rallies now. How many black people they putting in that picture behind Donald Trump? They are trying to convince us that we are for him, and I'm not going for it. You always gonna have a few somewhere. They just can't get out their own damn way. It's some of
what
us.
I can't understand.
There are some of us who are filled with such hatred for ourselves that we think we can't do nothing without one of them. There are those of us who feel that way. And it's sickening to me. It really, really is, man. And then to allow them to use you as a puppet to try to persuade others. That's some old, Uncle Tom by the dough mess. That's that old.
Go to vote.gov to check your voter registration status. Please
Tell
get
me
out
how
and
you
vote.
really feel.
Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, we'll check your voicemail, Steve, at 877-29-STEVE right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, it's time to check your voicemail at 877-29-STEVE. If you're listening, please call us. Leave a message for Steve. You might just hear your call on the air. Steve, are you ready? All right, Steve, the first caller left a message about Diddy.
Good morning, Steve and everybody. I listen to this show every morning. I love your show. I love that you're very good. know that you have a positive message every morning for everybody. A lot of times I listen to your show and we sometimes. However, right now with this whole Diddy stuff, we know that what he did to Cassie was wrong. However, I have never heard y'all say one time, allegedly, when y'all talk about his situation every morning. And it's unfortunate that we help tear our own people down because it's allegedly. He has children too. Sorry if this did happen to anybody, but he hasn't been convicted of anything yet. And not one time do I hear y'all say allegedly. He has children. Everybody's affected by whatever's going on. And nobody knows the truth yet because he hasn't been brought in front of the court of law. Everybody's innocent to proven guilty. But I've never heard y'all say one time allegedly when y'all are talking about his situation.
I give him that.
Well, brother, the reason I never use the term allegedly, number one, I can't spell it. So I usually stay away from words that I can't spell. So that's for starters. I try to stay very evasive. All I've ever said is this is tragic on so many levels. Now, once you say the video of Cassie,
that ain't alleged. You saw that now.
That's not an alleged. Now,
it's hard to defend an abuser when you see that.
It's just tough, bro. And I understand what you're saying,
I get what
but
you're talking about.
Brother,
I am not about us tearing down our people. I am not about that. But I'm not about nobody beating up on no woman either. I'm not about that.
Or sex trafficking or any of that.
If alleged.
Allegedly.
Alleged.
Okay. And you know, that's my word too.
It's, you know, okay, bro, let me just put it this way. I agree with you having the freedom to feel what you want to say. But we don't tear down people on this show. That's not what we do. Now, bro, I know you listen to the show, you say it's positive. Where is it? Where anywhere is you hearing anything else? I mean, give us something else to report. I mean, all we doing is we absorbing the news like everybody else. Do you have something that says innocent to proven guilty? I know that's what they do in the court of law, but in the court of public opinion, you don't get that. Just give me something that say innocent. Just give me something that make me pause and say, no, this didn't happen. Or maybe this didn't happen. Just give me that. But right now, ain't nothing coming out.
And like you
ain't
said,
nothing
Steve,
coming out to give you a moment of pause.
Yeah, we don't tear our people down on this show.
And darker and darker.
That's not
and everything. Ain't nothing coming out about the saving lives and saving souls. And
it's a lot.
See, here's the other thing. It would help if you had any track record of doing something for people as opposed to people. That would help. That would help me with you. Because I'll give you an example. I watched the amount of money that Bill Cosby gave. He gave money to institutions that never received money, to the point where they wanted to take his names off all these buildings, but wasn't nobody giving that money back. You know, if you don't like Bill Cosby that much and you hate what he did, which was right, then give the money back. He had something else going. And that's not to compare, but I'm sorry, brother, but you're free to feel that way, though. You are free to feel that way. And we apologize for not using the word allegedly. But once again,
we will use it from here on out. Allegedly.
I'm not.
Carla been using.
All right. Carla not going to use the word because she saw the tape. After that, it was a wrap.
I saw abuser
on
the tape.
That was
we all saw that tape. Yeah.
I saw the tape. That Cassie tape.
The caller saw it. All right. Coming up next, it is the nephew and the prank phone call for today, right after this.
Allegedly finna do prank.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is hot and heavy every night. Okay. All right, we'll get into that. See what that's all about in just a few, because right now the nephew is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
Oh, let's see, Miss Shirley. as I go through the archives of prankanostrophe and try to, well, that sounded good, didn't it? That prankanostrophe and get y'all something to really listen to. All right, this right here is the drug test. A lot of people flinch up when they hear that. This right here is the drug. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach a Faye, please.
This is she.
Hello, this is Officer Rogers from the probation department.
Yes, sir.
Listen now, you have been on probation for a little over a year now. Am I right, Faye?
Yes, sir, you're correct.
Now, you're supposed to be serving 2 years probation?
2.
All right. Now, I'm giving you a call. Actually, I'm bringing you a bit of bad news, and I hate to do this, but you came in, Faye, a couple weeks ago and did a drug test. Am I right?
I sure did. I did.
All right. Now, Faye, I hate to bring you some bad news, but the actual drug test that you took has come back positive.
Oh, you a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Wait a minute. Now, you came in a couple weeks ago. You took a drug test. This drug test has actually come in positive. Now, what I want to say to you is this. You're going to have to actually...
No, sir. My test wasn't positive. You got the wrong person.
Hold on a second. I either need you to come in to me, or I don't want to save the embarrassment of having to send a car out to pick you up. Now,
I don't give a damn how much embarrassment you're talking about, sir. I gave you some and my was good.
Ma'am, right now you have a positive drug test. You come up positive, ma'am. Now you're gonna have to actually.
Did they use your? Did they use mine?
We used the one that you brought us. Now
must have been the wrong one. Couldn't have been.
Ma'am,
sir. I'm sorry, sir, but I wouldn't have gave you no bad urine. It just wasn't me.
Ma'am,
I don't want to go back to jail. I don't even know why you would call me with this nonsense. I got children. I'm trying to do right. I don't know why you would call me. I wouldn't have gave you no bad. That's not me. You a lie.
Ma'am, listen. You have to come in and do another 3 months now.
Oh, sir, y'all can come pick me up. I can for you right now. I can in your hand if you want me to.
Ma'am, your urine has come back positive of drugs. Now, I don't know any other way to explain it to you. You've been actually evidently using drugs again.
Sir, I'm trying to tell you, I don't use no drugs. I've been clean for a year and some months now. You got the wrong. That's not my. Now,
how do you?
I'm telling you that.
How do you know it's not yours, ma'am? It's got your name on the lid, everything. You have come back positive.
Well, evidently you put your name on it, because that ain't my.
And I
would have came back. My would have came back good. You can't call me and tell me I gave you some bad. Can't call me and tell me that. That's a negative, sir. That's a double negative.
It's not a double negative. It's a double positive. You've actually come back positive. Faye is written here on the actual cup.
Maybe you have more than one Faye.
No, we don't have more than one Faye. You're the only Faye. I've actually double-checked that myself. You need to either come in or we're going to have to come out and haul your behind in here.
Well, I need you to come right now because I got the right now. Come right now. Come on.
Are you trying to tell me that if I come and pick you up and take your urine now, your urine is going to come up negative? Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you that. You're double positive with that. My urine is going to come up negative.
Ma'am, I hate to, I don't want to come out, haul you in front of your family, but you're actually going to be coming in and you're going to do 3 months. That's all I can tell you.
I'm confident, sir. You got the wrong Faye. I don't know. You got the wrong. It's one of the two. Might be both. You got the wrong. You got the wrong Faye.
I'm letting you.
No positive. I ain't had no positive. I'm trying to tell you, I got kids. I ain't had no positive.
Listen, ma'am, I'm telling you one more time. You either want to come in or want me to come and get you. Which one?
Let me tell you what I want you to do. I want you to find out who the you have. Because that ain't my. Don't call me no more and tell me nothing about you got some that is not good. I gave you some good. How many times I got to for y'all? Y'all keep picking up people, falsely accusing folks. Y'all had me saying some time, miss my children. Now I've been giving you good and you still want to with me. I'm tired. I ain't giving you no bad. Don't call me no more with no like that. And where is my probation officer? You say your name is what?
My name is Officer Rogers.
Sir, I don't know Officer Rogers. Like I said, you might be the reason why the came back positive. You might be the reason. I need to speak with Mr. That's my probation officer. Officer no, I have clean at all times. Mr. Rogers, you shouldn't be calling me.
I should be calling you because I'm going to have to come down and haul your behind in myself.
Well, you can bring your on. And when you come, you bring Mr. with you. He'll let you know I don't have no positive. You can come to my job.
You know what? There's one more thing that I need to.
Bring your on. Come on right now. Come on.
I got one more thing I need to say to you. Are you listening to me?
What is it, sir?
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your sister, Allen.
I know one thing. Y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. He said that whipping I was coming to give Mr. Rogers. She gonna get that whipping.
Say you all right?
No positive. Scared the hell out of me. Had me thinking I was doing drugs and didn't know about it. Somebody did something up my nose. I'm gonna need y'all not to play with people like that.
Okay. Faye, you all right?
Hell no, I'm nervous as hell.
It's your sister. She put me up to it, baby.
Well, when you ever see her, you see what she look like, I'm gonna beat the hell out of her.
I got one more question for you, baby. You got to tell me this. What is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Once again, just as brilliant as ignorant as all times. All right. All right, got a lot of dates on the table. I think y'all know about most of them. What's coming up? October 19th, that's the Sweetest Day Comedy Jam. I don't have to tell you, Bill Bellamy, awesome comedian, awesome. Tommy Davidson, all tested and proven, awesome. Lou Nell, oh my God, awesome. Mark Curry, legend in the game, awesome. Tony Roberts, stupid as all get out. Sweetest Day Comedy Jam, a Saturday, October 19th in Chicago. That's Chi-Town. Do y'all miss the Chi?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day?
Every day. Born and raised. Every day.
What do you miss about Chicago, Illinois? Also, I'll be at the Wintrust Arena. That's what I'm trying to, that's what this pause is for. Wintrust Arena, Sweetest Day Comedy Jam. Now back to my Chicagoans. What is it that you miss about Chi-Town? What is it?
My brother Fish, my cousin Larry.
Not kinfolk.
Yes, my Uncle Jack.
Who's Fish, Shirley?
Fish is my brother.
Oh, what about J&J Fish? Was that, I'm just asking.
Oh, yeah, back in the day. Back in the day,
yeah.
baby. Yeah. I'm not sure about now because I no longer live there. But yeah, J&J, yeah.
Yeah, back in
Carla, what you miss?
Let me tell you something about Chicago. I miss everything. I miss everything about that city. That is one of the greatest cities in the world, but it is cold too long. And that is it. My mom lived there 35 years. My grandmama lived there 55 years. They was like, we got to go.
Does the lake freeze over?
Yeah.
Does all that just completely freeze over?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you live there before?
I'm just asking.
Yes. And the food and the people.
Well, it might not be too cold October 19th. That's all. I just want to think, I'll be there. Do I need a mink? Do I need a leather? Do I need a sweater?
That would be nice. All of that.
You just never know.
Scarf, gloves, boots.
Stay ready.
You stay ready in the shot, baby.
Chi-Town, we coming, baby.
All right, nephew. Thank you. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Hot and heavy every night is the subject. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject: hot and heavy every night. Dear Steve and Shirley, I got married 3 years ago and I love sex. My husband works hard as a construction worker, so I let him relax before I get nasty with him. I make sure I feed him first when we go to bed really early because his days start early. He makes sure we're having sex by 9 p.m. He takes care of business, and I go on to sleep every time. I was living the dream and didn't know that he had a problem with anything we had going on in the bedroom, but apparently he does. And I found out through a third party. He was at his brother's house complaining about our sex life. His brother's girlfriend reported back to me. My husband said that I'm hot and heavy, but not in a good way. He said that I'm thicker than I was when he met me, and it's like sleeping next to a hot box with all of my body heat. I thought he liked it when I fell asleep with my leg across his legs. I have only gained like 10 pounds in the last 14 years. That's great for a woman. I asked my husband if any of that was true, and he said it was the other way around. He said he bragged about us being hot and heavy in the bedroom, and he's glad that we have the same sex drive. We don't have the same sex drive, and he knows it. I decided to stop initiating sex the past few days, and he doesn't seem to care. When he goes to bed, I stay in the living room watching TV. He never called for me to come to bed. If he has a problem with me, why can't he just admit it? All he's told me is that I shouldn't believe what other people tell me. If he didn't say it, then why hasn't he called his brother to straighten this out? Wow. You know what? You guys do have a problem. Someone is lying about this situation. It's either your husband or the brother's girlfriend. Do you even know her like that, the girlfriend? Because she wasted no time running back to you and snitching. I mean, your husband said, according to the snitch, he said this, that you are heavier now and it's like sleeping next to a hot box. I mean, is your husband that kind of man who goes places and runs off at the mouth normally? Is that his character? Because honestly, what your husband allegedly said wasn't that bad. It's the fact that he said it at all. That's the problem if he did say this. He said he didn't say it. But if he didn't say it, I mean, let's squash it then if he didn't say it. You know, let him make it up to you some kind of way.
Heavy, though. I'm just saying.
He knows you're upset, and all he said was that you shouldn't believe everything you hear. If he said it, he could have apologized, said he didn't mean to say it to them or hurt your feelings. There's so many ways he could have, you know, just put this to rest. But now he's acting like he's mad too. I mean, what you guys need to do is just talk about it. You know, you can't go on letting this linger like this. Don't let it go on so you can get back to the sex that you really love, you know. Tell him how it makes you feel. Steve?
That ain't gonna do no good because we ain't addressing the problem here. We dancing around this letter.
Come on, dog.
I don't know what the dancing is for. The title is right there. Hot and heavy.
Yeah.
Every night. It ain't the hot. Heavy. See, I was creating the problem right here. You got married 3 years ago. You love sex. Your husband a construction worker. You wait till he relax before you get nasty with him. I make sure I feed him first. We go to bed early because he started his day early. He makes sure we having sex by now. We ain't heard about no kids in here, so that ain't the problem. He take care of business. I go to sleep every time. I am living the dream, she says. I didn't know he had a problem with anything we had going on in the bedroom. But apparently he does, because I found out through a third party. He was at his brother's house complaining about their sex life. His brother's girlfriend overheard it and came back and reported to him. Now here go the letter right here. This all we need, just go on and get to this because this will run. He said, I'm hot and heavy, but not in a good way. The husband said, I am thicker than I was when he met me, and it's like sleeping next to a hot box with my body heat. Just to bring you up, you know that thing that the pizza man have in the back of his car when he bring your pizza? That's what a hot box is. You notice they leave that in the car. You know why? Because it's heavy. All they do is open the door and bring out the box. But the hot box stay in the car. Why? Because it's heavy. I thought he liked it when I fell asleep with my leg across his legs. Well, let me tell you something. He don't, and don't none of us like that.
So this is personal for you?
Let me clear the room. No, we don't like it when you lay your hot, heavy-ass leg across us. We through.
Oh, man.
We are through. What you over here for? Now, here is where the lies begin.
Okay.
I have only gained like 10 pounds in the last 4 years. Pump your brakes. That's a lie.
What?
Anytime somebody
I
say,
know her.
I've only gained like, what the hell is like? Everybody got scale in the bathroom. You know good and hell well that ain't like no 10 pounds. You know good and well it ain't like no 10 pounds. Listen to me, 30 pounds is not like 10 pounds.
Hang on. All right, we'll have part 2 of your response coming up at 23 minutes after.
We'll be back heavy.
Hot and heavy every night is the subject of this strawberry letter. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's strawberry letter. The subject, hot and heavy every night.
Here's a woman been married to this man, thought they had a great sex life. Everything was going good. They get it on every night. He handles his business. She go to sleep. She was living the dream. Mm-hmm. She messed around and found out through a third party that there's a problem in their bedroom. How did she find out? He went over his brother's house, told it. The brother's girlfriend came back and told her that when they get through, it's like sleeping next to a hot box with all my body heat. That's a true statement. Everybody hot after that. Mm-hmm. Everybody hot.
Okay.
But their leg is heavy, though.
It's a physical activity. I thought he liked it when I fell asleep with my leg across his leg. I'm telling you, he don't. He don't. We don't.
What's wrong?
Let me put this out there. Ladies, we don't want that.
Why?
Don't lay your leg cross our leg.
What's the problem?
Because that leg is dead weight. It ain't like you keep your hip flexor flex where you lightly. No, you let it down on that.
She's asleep. She's relaxed.
He said it's like sleeping next to a hot box. Mm-hmm. The hot box is that thing that the pizza man have in the back of the car. That keeps the pit. That's heavy. You don't never see that come out, do you? They just come to your door with the box. They don't come up there with that hot box. They might have that little aluminum sleeve with it and crack it open with that Velcro on it and slide your pizza out. But ain't nobody bringing that hot box because the hot box heavy. And how heavy is it? She said, I've only gained like 10 pounds in the last 4 years. Key word, like.
Well, that's an estimate,
what
Steve.
Real number have you gained that you trying to tell us is like 10 pounds?
It's an estimate. It might be 9 or 8.
No. It's more than that.
It's more than
She
10.
said, I have only gained like 10 pounds. And that's great for a woman, she says.
Mm-hmm. Over 4 years.
I asked my husband if any of that was true. He said it was the other way around. He said he's like it hot and heavy in bed, and he's glad we had the same sex. We don't have the same sex drive, and he know it. I've been stopped initiating sex past few days, and he doesn't seem to care. When he goes to bed, I stay in the living room watching TV. He don't never call me and come to bed. That's because he need a break.
He don't want it no more.
This every night will wearing him down. He ain't calling you in here, and I'm going to tell you why.
Great big old woman.
See, if he got a problem with me, why can't he just admit it?
Yeah.
Now, let me get to this part in this letter that I missed. Okay, here we go. My husband said that I'm not hot and heavy, but in a good way. My husband said that I'm hot and heavy, but in a good way. Now, here's the key.
Not in a good way.
He said that I'm thicker than I was when he met me. Mm-hmm. And it's like sleeping next to a hot box with all my body heat.
How much she
Now, listen to me, ladies. In 4 years, a man can't detect 10 pounds. We don't have that ability.
4
years, you spread 10 out. Because you're looking at about 2.5 per year. We ain't really good at detecting that.
Okay.
On a
So
year.
we can't even register 10 pounds in 4 years because we do.
We can handle 10 too. You know.
Yeah, we don't even notice it.
Okay.
But he did though. He said,
"That's why
I am thicker
I hate you.
than I was." That's how I know this 10 pounds is a lie.
That's why it ain't like. It ain't like 10 pounds.
That's why it ain't like 10 pounds.
Shut up, Tommy.
I bet you in 4 years, this is what I think she done picked up. I think she done picked up like at least 30.
Yeah.
30 pounds?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes, Lord.
Well, even
that
with
leg,
30,
that leg is heavy, sir.
but
that
even
leg
with
heavy.
30 pounds, you still don't like to cuddle afterwards, even with 30
Have
pounds?
you ever had a 30-pound leg on you?
The whole leg does not weigh 30 pounds. It is distributed throughout her body.
Girls, let me ask you a question. How would you like it after you and your husband was together?
Yeah.
How would you like it if he laid his leg on you and fell asleep?
No,
I wouldn't like
That's
it.
a lot.
Honestly. I wouldn't like it.
That's a lot.
I wouldn't like
What you say? What you say,
it. You
Carl?
heard me.
That's too heavy.
Carla? It's too heavy. Shirley, what'd you say?
I wouldn't like it, okay?
Because what? Because what?
Because it's big and heavy.
And it's too what? It's too what? It's too heavy?
It's too much weight.
Here's the subject of the letter. Hot and heavy. Every night. Keyword heavy. I'm telling y'all, this
That was
woman
a
ain't
trick
gained no 10
question.
pounds in 4 years because we are unable to detect a 10-pound difference.
All right.
When your man tell you, well, you a little thicker.
Then a snicker.
If he wasn't your husband, this is what he said. Her ass done got a little fat now.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and
That's all it
Facebook.
is.
And check out the Strawberry Letter
So to
podcast.
the person who wrote the letter and all of y'all listening, keep your leg over on your side.
on the free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good. Download it today. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve. So the election is only like 40-something days away, 40 days away maybe. I mean, it's really, really close now, and they say that the election is going to be tight. We know the two candidates. We know who they are. We know VP Kamala Harris and her vision for the country, and we know former President Donald Trump and his vision and what all he stands for and who he is. This is my question. What is it that they like so much about Donald Trump? Why can't they see his flaws and his faults and the criminality attached to him and all of that? They know that it's there, but they don't seem to care. What is that about?
Well, I've said this several times on this show, but let me see if I can find another way to approach this. Birds of a feather flock together. If you describe your 5 closest friends, you have described yourself.
Okay, but what does that have to do with the candidate that they're choosing?
Bulls, cows mate with cows. Birds mate with birds. Lions mate with lions.
True.
So they're with
You
their
see,
kind.
the attraction to Trump is purely because of the likeness, the similarities.
And that's what you have said on the show before.
You
They're
are
just
a
like him.
Trumpster because that's who you are. And there's no denying it.
He's a racist.
You cannot fix this up any other way. Listen to me. His character, you're okay with his character because that's part of your character. You're okay with his goals because those are some of your goals. You're okay with all of his accomplishments, the golf courses, the airplanes with the name on it, the building with the name on it, because you wish for those accomplishments. You're willing to accept all of his character flaws. You are willing to accept all of his convictions. And he has convinced you all that is the way to power. Here is a man who has hijacked an entire party. The Republican Party is the party of Donald Trump. It has been hijacked by a man with felony convictions, sexual assault charges, a man who's a narcissist, who does not care about anybody, who has never serviced the public, who has never had nothing about him, who is rich, who is racist when it comes to the Central Five, the black brothers in Central Five, who has been convicted of unfair housing to black people. And you vote for him because you cool with that.
All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Someone needs some advice, Steve. They say their neighbor's goat keeps coming into their yard. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, this is from Kaimara on Steve Harvey FM. Kaimara says, my next door neighbor recently got a pet goat and it keeps escaping into my yard. I've tried talking to them about it, but they think it's hilarious and haven't done anything to stop it. The goat eats my plants, chews on my outdoor furniture, and even tried to come into my house once. I don't want to call animal control, but this is getting out of hand. How do I get them to take responsibility for their goat without ruining our relationship? Wow.
Next time the goat try to get in my house, I'm going to let him in.
Time for curry goat.
What?
It's time for curry goat.
And some rice.
You're going to eat him?
I'm going to let him in.
And then what, Steve?
And that's all we saying.
That's more than you
I'm going to let him in.
Wow. More than calling animal control.
No, I ain't got to call animal control. I got some animal control. Come on down this basement. Come on.
Dinner is at 6, okay?
Oh, I know what to do.
And invite the neighbors over. What are you having?
For dinner?
Yeah, come on, dog. Ain't no problem. Have a little breadcrumb trail. Come on.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess that answers that. We do have time.
We ain't got to keep worrying about this right here.
Okay.
Come on, you
we
keep
have time
go
for another
walk.
one.
You think it's funny? You're going to be outside in your backyard one day going, here you go. Yeah. Rebel.
But she said she doesn't want to ruin the relationship, though.
So we ain't got to ruin. You ain't got to tell them nothing.
So when they going to say what happened?
Cook the goat and serve it for dinner.
It ain't going to take us too long to eat this goat, Carla.
What if they see it on the camera?
Girl, we know how to steal a goat.
And lie about it. Steal a goat, cook it, invite them to dinner, and still lie.
Wait a minute, hold on. What you mean? What you mean you got a camera? You ain't the only one got a goat.
You talk about that blue goat across the hall. All right. We have time for another one, Steve. This is from Lily on Steve Harvey FM. She says, I recently learned that my closest friend is cheating on her husband, who is also a good friend of mine. She confided in me about her affair, and now I'm torn. I feel guilty knowing this and not telling her husband, but I don't want to betray her trust. How should I handle this situation? Should I confront her about ending the affair or tell her husband what's going on? Whoa.
This ain't none of your business. She told it to you, which you think is well, you just got some information. Why, ladies, why do y'all feel this obligation to tell? What is wrong with y'all?
It depends on the relationship.
No, it don't depend on nothing.
Yes, it does.
She is your friend. Mm-hmm. You found out she's having an affair on her husband. He your friend.
Yeah.
Now, you already know that the girl is your better friend.
Yeah. You better be
her friend. Do not betray her trust.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It depends on the friend, that relationship. No, yeah, I hear that part.
I'm telling you right now, if you tell her husband, you will lose both of them.
Yes.
And so should she tell her girlfriend to end the affair?
No.
Stay out of that
she
too.
don't know what's going on behind them people's doors. You don't know why this woman having this affair. Mm-hmm. You don't know
what's
what
wrong with ladies,
done
though.
to her.
Y'all always want to counsel somebody. Just stay out of it. Quit trying to counsel.
Then just let your girl just run wild and just do whatever.
First of all, you don't know what the man has done to her. Most women who cheat need a reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's been proven. That's been proven. Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Unlike men, yeah.
Yeah.
Who just cheat because today.
You know, Shirley, ain't nobody finna.
That's been proven as well.
You ain't finna sit
Because today is Thursday.
Yeah, it's just, they just cheat
what
just
are you
because.
talking about?
Just because.
Why is it always got to be we the one that's wrong?
Oh, what?
Just like
he
Shirley
cheats.
right
I ain't know
now.
all
So he
whatever.
cheats. So he cheats.
So he cheats to make
This
Yeah, that's not the
letter-
solution
to make it
to
even,
cheating. Whatever.
How did y'all turn this around?
That's
This
what y'all
letter
got
is
out of
about
that?
How did
this
you turn
woman
it around?
Who cheated?
We gotta go. We'll have more
It's
of the Steve
usually
Harvey
the
Morning
man.
Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Hurricane Helene has strengthened to become a Category 4 with winds of up to 130 miles per hour. Now that's some wind right there.
That's some wind.
There's a state of emergency in Georgia and in Florida. Storm surge and hurricane warnings have been issued for the Gulf Coast of Florida as Hurricane Helene continues to grow and get stronger. Mandatory evacuations are in place. You guys, come on, Carla, you've been through hurricanes.
Let me tell you, this storm is big. I'm looking at the satellite of it. It's just a big storm. And when you're saying Category 4, you have to listen to the local officials and you have to do what you need to do to save life at this point.
Yeah.
Because if you're talking about winds that could get up to 135 miles per hour, rain, flooding, storm surges, you don't know how high that surge can get. This is a serious storm.
When we were in Houston, one year I heard that 130, 140 some wind Category 4. Mm-hmm. I bought 5 tickets one way to LA, and we on our way out there. That's what I did.
Yeah. And when chilled on the beach. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's very serious. It is very serious. And please do what they tell you.
Be
They
ready,
tell you
man.
Evacuate. Get out.
Yeah, today
please.
is one of the worst days. I think it's going to happen later on this afternoon. If it's, it's already, people are already
it's too late to leave.
Yeah.
It's too late. You gotta
get
hunker
safe. You got to
down.
protect your life.
Yeah.
You got to protect your life. Carolinas, Georgia, everywhere.
That's
Be
right.
safe.
That's right. Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather dumpster dive for food or ask customers outside a restaurant to buy a meal?
I'm not getting in that damn dumpster. I'm not getting in that damn dumpster. That's not happening. I'm outside them good restaurants, though.
The 5 stars.
Yeah, I'm outside them 5 stars.
Steve?
Yeah, I can't climb in that dumpster. There's nothing in there I can find that looks nutritious to me.
Hey, dog, I can't get in there and get out.
Yeah, how did they get out? They step on the garbage.
The smell gonna make me not want whatever.
I know.
Yeah.
I can find a whole loaf of bread ain't never been opened, but once I smell that dumpster,
All right, would you rather paint all the rooms in your house or would you rather redo the tile in the bathroom every weekend?
Either one. I'm bored as hell.
Don't want to do it. Either one.
I don't want to do neither one of them.
you do know.
I don't want
I'm
food
gonna
that
hire
tile.
somebody.
Yes, you better hire someone.
You do know I'm gonna hire somebody.
No, you have to do it. Would you rather? Not would your staff rather. Would you rather?
He's not going to do it.
Well, if you're asking me if I would rather, my response is I would rather not.
All right, would you rather use buffalo wing sauce flavored toothpaste or would you rather ham scented deodorant?
Or what?
Ham
Would you rather your
scented deodorant.
Toothpaste be buffalo sauce flavor or would you rather your deodorant be ham scented?
You know how many flies gonna be coming around our home?
Smelling like ham.
I'm gonna go on and take that off, but I want a honey baked ham. Pineapple on it.
Then hold in the morning, Steve.
Yeah. I think the deodorant.
Oh,
Honey
ham
baked
flavor.
ham deodorant.
Yeah, I'm having ham. We're not finna put this buffalo sauce in my mouth and brush my teeth. We're not finna do
No, that's nasty. No. Would you rather be able to sleep only 2 hours a night?
because I got a partner smell like hot chicken wings all the time.
Would you rather be able to sleep only 2 hours a night, or would you rather run half a marathon in a pair of tight sneakers?
You can't do that.
No.
You ain't gonna get past 2 miles in them tight ass sneakers. I can tell you that now.
Yeah.
That's 2 hours of sleep.
I can't run the marathon in some well-fitted shoes. A marathon?
Mm-hmm. All right. Would you rather Peebo Bryson, Luther Vandross?
I'm Big Lou. I'm Big Lou.
Even though I love
Big Lou, Little Lou.
Luther.
Yeah.
I just ran across something that came across scrolling. Luther was on the Arsenio Hall show and did If Only for One Night acapella.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Woo!
So you're going with Luther?
You got the documentary coming out.
Yeah.
It's just too many hits. Now I love Peebo though.
Yes.
But Luther just got.
Sing
Peebo
I'm
was the
So
Dr.
Into You.
J of vocals.
Yeah. Sing us out.
I'm so into you.
You go right to the hook.
We'll close out the show. Coming up with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, here we are, our last break of the day. What you got for us?
This is just a reminder to everyone. Now, I know what I'm about to say is going to fall on some deaf ears to some people because some people keep trying to find, I guess, a more tangible, what they consider tangible evidence or something tangible something physically they can put their hands on. Because I've tried to tell people this before and people go, yeah, but I want to know who I need to talk to, who I met. I'm going to tell you something, and I mean this from every fiber in me. If you have any plans, any aspirations to become successful or happy, if those plans do not have God deeply rooted in them, you are going to struggle, and you are going to struggle mightily. And I am telling you, man, you are bringing something on yourself that's not absolutely necessary. Life is already difficult. Life has challenges for all of us. Nobody's getting away with this without them. Now, some challenges appear bigger than others, but guess what? Some people have wider shoulders than others. There are some situations in some people's lives that you can look at and go, well, that's nothing. That's nothing. But you shouldn't say that because it's all in perspective. In that person's particular walk, small inkling you looking at can be that unsurmountable odds, though that unaccomplished task, that monumental mountain in front of them. So it's unfair to say that. At the same time, there are people with problems that you pass in judgment on that would break you if you had to deal with it. I mean, crumble you to the ground. So you have to be careful in life because life is difficult for all of us, no matter what level you are on. The key to succeeding in these difficulties is you have to have a relationship with God. See, God provides you with stabilization. God provides you with a peace it's called an uncommon peace. Have you ever seen somebody and when you really look at them, you got to go, man, I don't know how they handling that. That could be because they have a relationship with God and God has provided them with a measure of strength to be able to cope with it. I don't see how they taking that. I've had people go, man, I don't know how you do it. I know you don't. I know you don't. But I know how I'm doing it because it ain't me. It is the strength, the favor, and the grace that God provides me because I belong to him, because I have a relationship with him. Now, is this relationship perfect? Absolutely not. Does your relationship with God have to be perfect? No, it does not. God understands that you are a flawed creature. You were born into this world a sinner. You will leave this world a sinner. All of us have the same things going on. It's just at what measure. But all of this is doable with the relationship with God, because God provides you the help you need. Listen to me. God does not remove your problems. God does not clear the way. He does it in a different way. If you ask God to make you stronger, then sometimes he provides you the strength, the extra weight that causes you to be able to lift more, and therefore you become stronger. You become stronger in the gym because as you continue to go to the gym, you lift more and more weights. You may start with the 25s, but one day you build yourself up to them 60s, because guess what? You learn how to lift the 25s. So you ask God for strength, so he gives you heavy weights to lift. You ask God for patience. God, I want to be more patient. So he put more troubling things in your way that requires you to remain patient and to learn it. Whatever you ask him for, he may give it to you, but in a different form to help you develop it. That's why you got to have the relationship with God, man. I want y'all to be clear about this. God is not an option, even though he created us as the one animal that has the power of decision. We are the only ones. Dogs can't make certain decisions. Birds, bears, bees, we get to make decisions. And in this decision, you get to choose between right and wrong. You get to decide if you're going to be a positive person or a negative person. You get to make that decision. You get to decide if you're going to do the right thing or the wrong thing. You get to decide that. It ain't no, I'm just a bad person. No. You decided. You made some decisions. Look, man, get a relationship with God. I can't tell you how critical it is. God will keep you in the face of all adversity. God will build you up in front of people who try to break you down. God will make your enemies your footstool. God will let you get through things other people look at and say, I don't see how you made it. God will let you sing that old hymn that old people sing. My soul looks back and wonder how I got over. Well, if it wasn't for God, I can tell you, I can't even explain my existence today. That is all because I have this wonderful relationship with God. It is the only explanation I have for you. And if you're waiting on me to say something else, I ain't got nothing for you. Try it, y'all. I guarantee you it works. God has never failed me yet. He'll do the same thing for you. Those are my closing remarks today. Hope you got something from it. Hey, God willing, we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Another great day, another opportunity. Steve Harvey Morning Show.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.